Living in a high rise offers a great lock and leave, maintenance free lifestyle, but just with anything, there are pros and cons. In today's video, I'm going to go over 5 pros and 5 cons of living in a high rise condo. And I personally owned a unit in the Martin for a while, so this is just an honest review and my own personal perspective. Hi everyone, it's Lauren Stark with Elite Realty. If you're just tuning in for the first time, welcome. I'm a native Las Vegan and real estate agent in the fabulous city of Las Vegas, and I'm here to put out content and provide value to you for those of you looking to relocate to Las Vegas, invest, or whether you're looking to sell. Whatever that is for you, I'm here to help. So please like and subscribe to my channel for all things Las Vegas real estate and lifestyle related. Okay, let's jump into it and start with good news first. Number 1. The amenities. The high-rise buildings offer a luxury lifestyle and have some really wonderful amenities for residents to enjoy, all within the comfort of the building. You have access to fitness centers. Some buildings are better than others. Resort style pools that you can enjoy and you don't have to maintain or pay for the electricity or water. Movie screening rooms where you can reserve it and watch a movie on the big screen, or even a sporting event with your friends, business centers with conference rooms, steam rooms, saunas, outdoor areas. Pet areas, coffee bars in the lobby, and one of the best perks that a few buildings offer is driver service. I mean, just some really awesome amenities without ever having to leave. I loved the driver service at the Martin. I use it all the time, and it was a great perk that was included in the HOA dues. All I did was tip the driver. We'll talk more about HOA dues later in this video. Number 2, security. These buildings are pretty secure, whether they are guard gated, which a good majority are, but if they are not, they're still very secure because there's a front desk lobby situation and you must check in or have your key fob with you to get to the elevator bank, which takes you up to the private residences. The parking garages are also very secure and have some sort of fob type controlled access. And every door you go into from the exterior, you must have your fob or you are not getting in. Additionally, your key fob is programmed to go only to the common areas that exist in the building or your particular floor. So if you have friends who live in the same building on a different floor, you can't just hop in the elevator and cruise up or down to whatever floor they live on. You have to be cleared with the front desk and by that resident to gain access to a floor that is different from the one that you live on. They are extremely secure and safe. Number 3, lock and leave lifestyle. High rises are a great option for those looking for a maintenance-free type lifestyle where you really don't have to take care of too much, making it really easy if you travel often or use it as a second or third home, which a good majority of people do. Also, no need to worry about porch pirates. All your packages are delivered where someone on the staff will keep them safe for you if you're out of town until you return. That is a really great perk of high-rise life as well. Number 4, views. It is so cool living elevated and enjoying the views that the Las Vegas Valley has to offer. Most of our high-rise buildings are located on or near the strip or downtown, and some of these units have some really incredible views, some more than others, and there can be a big differential in price for 2 units of equal size just based on the view. But whether you have a strip view or a view of the golf course or the mountain ranges or our desert sunsets, high-rise living definitely gives you that wow factor for the most part in terms of view. 4th of July and New Year's Eve are 2 days where living in a high rise definitely has an advantage for the incredible fireworks show that Las Vegas does every year.
Best view. Gotta take over next year.
Number 5, location and walkability. High-rise living gives you a better walkability score than living in the suburbs of Las Vegas or Henderson. As I mentioned, the majority of our high-rises are built on or near the Strip or downtown Las Vegas, and you can take an elevator ride down, and a short walk will give you access to that true Vegas lifestyle. So many restaurants, shops, breweries, entertainment, and there's usually a CVS or Walgreens nearby as well. Even One Queensbridge Place, which is located in Summerlin, is right across the street from Tivoli Village and Boca Park, which gives you that same access to a fantastic variety and array of restaurants and shopping. Seeing as Vegas isn't a real walkable city, which I covered in a recent video, 15 things of what it's really like to live in Las Vegas, you guys can check it out. I'll post that for you guys in the link in the description below. High-rise living is the exception to that fact. So now that I have you all excited about the prospect of buying and living in a high-rise condo, let me share some cons to the high-rise life so you have the full picture to help you make a decision. Number 1, HOA dues. These are on the high side, and with Inflation Nation currently going on, most buildings saw an increase on the monthly HOA dues this January, with all those wonderful amenities and services that you are paying for. But what you are not paying for is you're not paying for water, you are not paying for insurance on the exterior. You would just need some sort of interior contents policy. Most likely, you won't need a gym membership or have to pay for access to a pool or maintenance on the pool. And some buildings do include basic cable and internet, so you don't need to pay for those either, only in some buildings. You do pay for your electricity, and that fee is billed on your HOA dues statement. And the good news about that is since the spaces tend to be a little bit smaller and the units are efficiently laid out, the electricity bills are really not too bad. Unless your unit is direct facing, then your bill may be a bit higher in the summertime versus someone who has a different orientation. Number 2, storage spaces. Storage closet spaces can be a little bit challenging, especially if you are downsizing from a home or like to buy in bulk. You may have to get a little creative in terms of building out closets or bathrooms to maximize storage space, or you may want to focus on a building or specific unit in which that owner purchased an additional storage unit to store some of your larger items. The storage units are usually located in the parking garage or basement levels of the building. So to access some of those items, you have to take an elevator ride to get to your storage unit. So it's not as convenient as just, going into a pantry or a large walk-in closet or garage space. Which brings me to number 3 is you have to take the elevator all the time or the stairs if you're looking to get in extra steps. So when we had our unit at the Martin, which was really used as a fun second home staycation / office space for us, there were times I just didn't want to take the elevator and see anyone and be social. Usually first thing in the morning before coffee, or if I was in a hurry and had an appointment to get to and I was waiting for the elevator, or if I had to take my dogs out in the middle of the night, I couldn't just roll out of bed and let them out. I had to throw on some sweats, throw on a baseball cap, and then it's bright in the hallways and you have to take them down the elevator. And it's a good 10 minutes just to take your doggy out if you have a pet, which is fine during the day, but not so much like first thing in the morning or late at night. Number 4, let's talk about the water in these buildings. So the way that these buildings are engineered there are certain floors where the shutoff valve is located that control certain floors throughout the building. If any type of work needs to be done on an individual unit that involves more complex plumbing or repair that needs to be done, you will get a notice on your door with plenty of notice that the water is going to be turned off all day. So if you work from home, this can be a little bit problematic. When it's turned back on, you have gunk that initially comes out of the faucets from the lines. Or if you have a leak, and this is a thing that has happened in all the buildings I have seen, then it's damaging not only to your unit that had a leak, but also could be damaging to the units below, and the common area hallways could suffer damage as a result, and that's just never fun. I've been showing at certain times, and I've seen the common area hallways have the bottom half of the walls ripped out due to a leak and were being dried out, for repair. A few tips to mitigate or prevent this situation from happening if you own a high rise is: number one, know where your shutoff valve is located for your unit and make sure it's operational so you can turn it off when you leave town. Number two, highly recommend against putting in a reverse osmosis tank for drinking water, as oftentimes these can leak, have a slow leak, and can cause damage. And number three, turn your ice maker off if you leave town. The one thing about this is that if there is a leak, the on-site staff will be alerted and engineering will be set up to prevent any kind of further damage from happening, but sometimes it's too late. Number five, lastly, remodeling or maintenance work. So a lot of our high rises in Las Vegas were all completed around the same time between 2006 and 2008. And some of the interiors are looking a little bit tired for what a luxury buyer expects, especially if it's been a long-term rental. Sometimes the units need a little love. Any interior remodeling work that you plan to do is much more involved than if it was just a single family home or a townhouse or a regular 2-story condo type situation. Firstly, you have to get building approval for any work to commence, and that contractor that you hire must be licensed and carry the proper insurance to be able to work in the building. And they can only work between certain hours as they have to use the service elevator. And logistically speaking, it's going to cost you more because when you demo all that material, it has to be trashed and taken down the elevator in multiple trips. And all the new material that is coming in also has to be taken up the elevator in multiple trips. So it is definitely more labor intensive. If you simply plan on having maintenance work done, then the HOA will also require that vendor to provide their license and liability insurance to be able to do work in the building. Here's a tip for you though. Most of the buildings do have an approved vendor list that they will provide to you, from offering all kinds of service people, from painters to handymen to housekeepers to plumbers, etc., making it a little more seamless for you to get what you need done. I sell a lot of high rises, and a good majority of my clients utilize them as a second or third home. Not all of them, but a good majority. And they love the location, resort style amenities, and easy lock and lead lifestyle that they provide. We have an awesome website dedicated solely to high rises where you guys can start your high rise search and see what is currently on the market by building and or price. It is really a great resource and tool for starting your high rise search, as is this channel, as I have a ton of video tours of different buildings and units that you may find extremely helpful if you're in the market to buy a high rise condo. Make sure you guys check it out. Well, I hope you found this video informative. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so I can keep putting out valuable content for you guys. And I will see you all on the next video. Bye for now.